Smart Love on Between Us Girls. I'm your host, Michelle. And this week I want to share a poem called Desiderata. Okay? Now remember a couple weeks ago I told y'all I spoke to an astrologer who told me that we have planets lined up for like a revolution. But he also suggested that I read this poem and that I share it with my network. So I shared it on Between Us Girls this week in the stories and on the post feed. So if you're following at Between Us Girls podcast, then you saw it. Hopefully you also read it. If you didn't, I'm going to read it to you now. Here we go. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence, as if I ever have any. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. Some of y'all need that. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. Absolutely. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. I'll receive it. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself, especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should, always. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy. Oh, I love it. Oh, I just got warm. Oh. Okay, so let me tell you a funny story, though, about this. So this is actually on the inner album protection sleeve for the Frankie Beverly Mays album Inspiration. Okay, so I pulled this out because I was really looking for Happy Feelings, because that's my song for this week. But turns out I don't have that one. So I just opened this and I was like, if you don't shut up, that's the same poem that I posted on my Instagram. So I was like, synchronicity. So I must read it. I must share it with people because that is what I was born to do. Warming up, Mish. I'm about to. Okay, that's enough. Anyway, so yeah, but that really kind of leads into what I want to talk about, because today I want to talk about how you can be happy and how you can be accepting all the things that have happened to you and everything about yourself so that you can rise and you can be here and just to be enjoying your life and to be able to kind of navigate the things that happen, because something's always going to happen. So I don't really know how to break these topics down, because I think I'm just going to ramble a little bit, because I'm sort of feeling like that today. You see, I can't look into the camera. I'm not doing that well, but I'm here to try. And yeah, so let's get into it. First, let me just tell you that you are a growth warrior. If you are here right now today, you have grown, because you started out as a baby. So pat yourself for that. But everything that you have gone through, all the things in your experience have contributed to the person that you are today. You know, we see a lot of times people want to throw away their past. Oh, I don't want to look at who I used to be because it makes me feel shame. Yeah, I definitely get that. But you got to let that go. You know where shame is? Shame is on this side of my chart. which I'm still working on. Give me grace. Shame will keep you not excelling because, I mean, it's a negative emotion. It makes you feel negative. Like if you look at the vibrational scale now as I have it up and down, it's at the very bottom of that thing. So if your past makes you feel shame, that's what you need to be tending to. Figure out why you feel ashamed of yourself. And then heal those things and then figure out how to love yourself. Like even sometimes I will imagine myself going back to a time that I felt shame and embracing myself and telling myself, girl, it's okay. You're human. You know, you are human. That is part of your experience, is to be going through things that are going to grow you for later. So like if I hated all the things that made me into this person, I wouldn't be able to be this person. You know, like I was telling another friend slash client, you know, something in his past that he likes to shun a little bit is really going to be his benefit in our new future that we're moving into, because we're going to need his skills when we get there. So if he was going to throw them away because they're associated with something that he felt shame, well, we wouldn't be able to have what we're going to have soon. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not giving it all out because it's his thing. So I'm just trying to be a little bit vague about it intentionally. But yes, I mean, you have to be able to look at your past fondly because it is really what grew you. Now, unless you were out there raping people and killing people, then you'd probably need like some serious counseling, and you probably don't need to be around others. And I say that not to be ugly, but if you cannot vibe with other humans without hurting them, then you don't need to be around other humans. That's really it. So until you can vibe with other humans without hurting them, then you need to go be by yourself, because you need to get right with you. But this is actually what I was trying to talk about last week when I wasn't able to edit that episode, was just how to connect with yourself, and how I do it. So let's get into that. So the first thing I did was work on changing my mindset. I started listening to Earl Nightingale. I listened to his 30-day success challenge. Essentially, his 30-day success challenge is like you listen to his record for like 30 days in a row, and you kind of focus on just whatever. Anyway, you listen to his record for like 30 days in a row, and you take note of what you need to work on. That took me a long time because I had to start over a lot. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like that's the intention, is just that for you to take as long as you need on your growth journey, because I mean, it's for you. Nobody knows how much you have to work through. Only you know, and really it comes down to letting yourself be. You know, when you have all of these different ways that you keep yourself locked into your ego, you can't be free. And the intention is for you to be free to create. So you have to change your mindset, but that also means that you have to kill that ego. So whoever you were before you decided that you were this person that was going to be free, it's over with. That's it. So I'm about to finish my book, The Energy of Money. I've been reading it for a long time, but I made this card. You probably can't see it because the light. Anyway, you don't need to see my words. You need to make your own. There's an exercise in there that talks about how to create your standards of integrity, your core values. And I love the exercise. It's so good. So you guys, please go check out this book. Or if you really want to talk about how to do it, hit me up at MS Creative AF, and I will share it with you because it's so important. And I think it's really good for whenever you're trying to rebirth yourself, which is what we're really doing now. We're really trying to reinvent ourselves and really come into our new selves so that we can be here in our new world where we're at peace with everybody and we're using love and not hate. I am going to be working out because I'm trying to get rid of these small titties on the side of my titties because I'm sick of them. At any rate, yeah, but if you are interested in the exercise or how to redefine yourself, please get into contact with me through MS Creative AF, okay? But yeah, so kill your ego, redefine yourself so that you can rise. And that's going to be pretty difficult for some of y'all because your whole entire being is rooted in this fake mask that you've created for all of your years. That is you. That's who you are. I am this. I am this person. I am this person. Well, now you got to kill that person. You must become someone else. So, let me know if you need help. Okay? Secondly, stop being a victim. I know we love to cling to that. I have been victimized, and that is why I act this way, because I'm a victim. Yes, probably. But you don't need that cloak. You do not need it. Because you will be so much happier if you could see yourself as a growth warrior in favor of a victim. Because what happens to victims? They're abused, they're beat down, they feel victimized. Do you want to feel victimized? If you feel victimized, then you probably feel some of the emotions that are on this side. Shame, guilt, sadness, anger, grief, right? Is that where you want to vibe at? Do you want to vibe right there? Now you can, but you will notice how you feel when you do that. Or do you want to be on the other side where you feel love, you feel joy, you feel gratitude, you feel acceptance, you feel whole? You must release that other. You have to. You have to. Like, that's what I've really been working on with my kids. It's like, anytime they want to complain about something or attack the other for something, I'm like, there are no victims in here. Neither one of you all is being victimized. Like, no one is beating you. Nobody's beating you. This is just part of your experience. And recognize and understand that if you are emanating victimhood, then you're going to get more experiences that make you feel like a victim. So, are you giving out some of those things that you're getting back when you feel like people are attacking you or mistreating you? You know, this is a time for you to be recognizing what you are giving so that you can be getting what it really is that you desire, which are the things that are on the other side of the chart. Love, joy, gratitude, wholeness, and peace. Sorry, Michaela came to the door. Scarf off. But yeah, so this is really about pivoting. Just like in business. Okay, when you realize that something doesn't work, what do you need to do? You have to pivot. And so, well, how do you do that? You take what you were doing, assess it. Does it work? What works about it? What doesn't work? If something works, you want to keep it, you keep it. If it doesn't work, you throw it away and you rebrand, right? So that's what we're talking about doing with your life. We're talking about pivoting, throwing away the things that don't work, keeping the things that you like, moving into the future, okay? So yes, ultimately, stop being a victim, rebrand your life, redefine yourself so that you can love yourself fully and you can give that love to others. Okay, so I hope that this wasn't too all over the place. It probably was, but it's okay. I mean, I am shifting right now. So I'm just trying to continue and keep it going. I have a lot going on, which I'm grateful for. And I have a new outlook. You know, like something happened yesterday that usually would have set me off. And I'm so grateful for my growth because I don't even care. Like, okay, it's something that happened. I got to feel what I got to feel about it, and I got to keep going. So I went to go get this furniture, and we rented a U-Haul, and we drove out to Richmond to get the furniture. And when we got back over here, I live in Cyprus. When we got back over here, we got right to where Willowbrook Mall is, and the truck started smoking, and the engine blew out, and oil was leaking everywhere. So we ended up going get pizza from Pizza Hut and eating in the car. I mean, like, you just have to vibe how you are. You vibe where you're at. Be present. Accept when something is uncomfortable and just figure out how to pivot. figure out how to continue to vibe. So yeah, well, I mean, we had a good time, but I think the lesson there is impatience and just being, at peace, like with each other. It wasn't just for me; it's for my mom and for my son and my daughter. Like everybody has to learn to set good boundaries and how to communicate effectively and how to love each other, because that is like a struggle for our family, is good boundaries, respecting each other and ourselves, uh, learning how to say no, and loving each other. That doesn't feel like. So yeah, I mean, I'm proud of us, and I'll see you guys next week.